Hello, my name is Ron Jensen, and today we're going to talk about an icon of Highland Lake, Bob Smith Jr. Specifically today, what we want to cover is really the rise and fall of a great carp fisherman. Today with us, obviously, is Bob Smith Jr. Welcome to today's show.
Good evening. Good evening.
It's a pleasure for you to be here today, Bob.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking the time out.
My
Is
pleasure.
everything going good?
Very good. Very good.
How was the drive over tonight?
Oh, very nice.
Okay.
Smooth. Absolutely nice.
First today, Bob, what we want to do is we want to talk about your experiences fishing Carp Fest on Highland Lake over the years. The first question, though, before we get into that is, how many years have you lived on Highland Lake?
Well, it's been 6 years now. Very nice. Very pleasant. Very good.
6 years, that's awesome. You know, the biggest thing is for the fans out there that fish Carp Fest is they really want to know about the memories about your fishing experiences when you're growing up as a kid. Do you have any memories that can strike a chord that you can tell people about?
I always like fishing. It's always fun. It's relaxing. You get out there. If you catch something, that's great. If you don't, it's okay.
But what about when you were a little kid? You know, knee-high to a grasshopper, just kind of, you know, getting into the fires of fishing. Do you remember any experiences back then?
Well, they're always fun. It's just a good time. If you catch something, that's better. If you don't, it's okay.
That's quite a bit of good information, but the biggest thing here, Bob, too, is when did you start actually fishing carp?
About 6 years ago, here on Highland Lake.
See out there, fans, you can see that you may not have fished carp before ever in your whole life, but here Bob just started 6 years ago, and he's going to tell you a story and a lot of insight today that will help you with your experience fishing Carp Fest.
We hope.
We hope. That's a good one, Bob. You know, many carp aficionados have come and gone over the years.
Yeah.
But what does a Jack Fiore Carp Fest mean to you?
Well, it's an honor. In his honor, he's been carrying on the tradition forever, we hope. And we hope to continue to carry it on. And that's why we fish for the carp. And if that's one reason, that's great. And if we catch them, that's even better. So, it's a good thing overall.
Yeah, and we're going to hit some of your highlights and lowlights over the years coming up soon. First of all, what a lot of the fans really want to know is, you know, it's kind of a simple question, but really, Bob, what is your favorite color?
Probably yellow. I'd have to venture a guess.
So
perhaps that's the color of the carp's gallbladder. We don't know. But could be.
Yep.
Possibly. Maybe the liver.
Oh yeah, the liver. Yes, definitely.
Could be yellow.
Uh-huh. Well, we found out some more today.
Oh.
But what really, if Jack Fiore was alive today, what would you tell Jack?
I'd have to tell Jack, hey, we're living your legend, your dream, you know, your idea of catching a carp and getting rid of them.
Yeah.
As humanely as possible.
Yeah. That's really
Into
good.
a dumpster.
Into a dumpster. Oh, we have fans. This is live recording today, and we do have many fans in the back. This is an interesting thing here, but really, when I took over the Carp Fest reins in 2006, along with the help of Mark Rosemeyer, my good friend, Larry Leafblad, and yourself, as a newcomer to that event in 2006, you only caught one fish that was 20 inches long. I want to know, were you intimidated by Mark Rosemeyer? you know, basically being the god and the best carp fest angler of Highland Lake, really is what we've ever seen. Were you intimidated by the man, the legend?
Well, no, not really. It was good for him. I was happy to take that down, possibly, to dethrone later on. So it was all good. As long as you catch them, that's fine.
That's good. I was a little concerned about that because I thought that you were really a little nervous about it. Actually, did you ever think after catching that one 20-inch fish back in 2006 that in 2007 that you would take the top honors and dethrone Mark Rosemeyer with catching 7 fish to his 6 fish?
Very nice. Well, it was nice. The only good thing is, you know, you did it. If you could better it, that's fine. If not, it's okay. But it was a very good feeling. Very happy. I was very proud about it. To do that, and he had it for like 10 to 15 years.
Yes.
The
top honors.
The top honors. Ta-da.
Oh, excuse me, Bob. I just received some information. Let me take a look at this.
Update.
You know, I may have been wrong about that 2007 dethroning of Mark Rosemeyer where you caught 7 fish to his 6 fish. I just learned new information today that it says, oh yeah, I would have beat him, and this is from Mark Rosemeyer. I would have beat him if I didn't let my new neighbors catch some of the fish on my poles. So they caught 2 fish. Mark Rosemeyer says, I'm not bitter about it, but he better look out this year as I might bring in 2 ringers from Wisconsin. Now, this is new information that I had no idea about, Bob.
Okay.
And, I mean, what do you got to say about that? You did win top honors, but it sounds like Mark was just maybe pulling your strings a little bit?
Well, sounds like a possibility, but if they were his equipment, but he didn't catch them, so that makes a difference.
Yes, it does.
It does.
Uh-huh.
You know, so
I agree with you 100%.
The guests have caught the fish.
Yeah.
So give credit to the guests.
Yeah.
On his equipment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't answer that any better. You know?
I mean, to be nice. Yeah.
Yes.
And we are being nice because the idea is you want to catch the fish and get them out. That's the idea.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
One thing I can see right now from talking to you, Bob, is you really don't have this big inflated ego. And that's a good thing. That's the type of temperament you need to fish carp.
It is. And patience. Patience.
Yeah, patience. We'll talk about that in a while.
Oh, yeah.
You know, back in, so 2007 you won the most fish. And then in 2008 you continued to show what you were made of by sharing top honors with myself for catching 2 fish apiece. And that was a bad year. And did you ever think that you would win the top honors for 2 consecutive years?
Never. Never thought it would be possible. It's a nice dream. And it did come true. So, it's a good thing.
Hey Bob, I was wondering if there was a Highland Lake Fishing Hall of Fame, do you think you would be elected to it?
Well, possibly. You never know.
What attributes do you think an angler has to have to get in the Hall of Fame for Highland Lake for fishing?
Well, you gotta have patience. That's the main thing. Lots of corn and keep fishing. Fishing.
Man, that's, you know, that's the type of stuff that really gets the juices flowing. You know, hearing you talk about this, your passion, the corn.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
You know,
That's good.
This is kind of an interesting thing too. If you were a fish, Bob, what type of fish would you want to be?
Well, you'd have to be the carp. Aggressive, strong, muscular, the hungry corn eating machine that you should be.
Bob, I remember
Yes.
fishing with you that Friday morning back in 2008. And it was just such a great time because we were out there fishing together. We were the only two boats out on the lake. The cold front come through, and I'm watching you catch fish. You're watching me catch fish. And that was quite a deal, even though we only caught 6 fish. That was a wonderful time. Do you remember what type of bait you were chumming that day in 2008? You got some special stuff from the school.
Oh yeah, that's right. The carrots and the peas mixture.
Yes.
Just to chum it up, just to mix it up, make it different instead of the corn. They always had the peas and the carrots mixture. We thought we'd throw that out there and see what that would do. Didn't hurt nothing. Apparently they liked it.
Did you catch any fish on the carrot or the peas?
Well, that's debatable. Yeah, probably. Probably. I wouldn't swear to it, but I'd say it didn't hurt nothing. Didn't hurt nothing. Could have been good.
Could have been good.
Could have been good.
Right. Or don't you remember?
Well, that's the other part of it.
That
Yeah.
is the reason.
You know, one thing I really got to ask you because, you know, I'm trying to figure out what happened because here you are, you're the top reigning guy for 2 years catching the most fish. And then all of a sudden we roll into 2009 and that year we had a banner year. We caught 124 carp during the tournament.
Huge.
And you only caught 4 fish. And we felt that year, these fish were pretty much hooking themselves. You did land a nice hefty 27.5 incher, but this really had to be quite a disappointment to you. And what was going on in your mind at that moment? All these fish being caught and I can only pull in 4.
Tough question. Yeah. I must have been sleeping while fishing instead of fishing because I don't know what happened. I gave them everything they wanted, but I just couldn't get it going. I just can't explain it. It's an anomaly.
Well, let's look into that a little bit further, the anomaly.
Anomaly.
Now in 2010, Bob, you did tie Mark Rosemeyer for 3 fish. You guys tied 3 fish and 3. But John Cumblad, one of the newcomers of Chick Park, the Carp Killers, he toppled you with 10 fish. Larry's nephew. Did you think at that point in time, when John toppled you with the 10 fish, that you were starting to lose some of your fishing prowess that made you so successful over the years? And was this just a bump in the road, or was it something that was going to continue?
No, it was very stimulating actually, because he's a very good young guy, young blood, and he kept things going.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very stimulating actually, because he'd keep you going. You know they're out there. You know you could catch them. He was doing it. I wasn't, whatever reason. But it was still good that he was catching them. And it just kept the whole thing going. Somebody was catching them.
Okay.
That was a good thing.
And that's the point you've been making
That's
all along,
the point.
is that even if
Catch
you're
them.
not catching them, you have someone else
Right.
catching them. It
And
makes
it's always good.
it's all good. It's all good, yeah.
All good.
Good, yeah, that's good. It's all good.
God bless.
Yeah.
That's the idea.
That's
Catch 'em.
Catch them. Now that's kind of a nice thing, but I'm still really trying to get at it. Did you think that you've lost your abilities, you know, as one of the top anglers?
Well, we hope not.
Okay.
We hope not.
So you feel still pretty good?
Oh, I'm still confident. Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Now this 2011, this past year, was very excruciating for you.
Yes.
And really, this is where you hit the all-time low.
Yes, and I have it documented right here about the hours.
Oh boy,
They're all on there.
that's quite a detail.
That's a login
521,
58,
523.
58 hours of misery. Not catching nothing. It's all in there.
Oh man. So how did you feel after that? I mean, what did you think, and do you think you let your team down?
No, the team's good. Team's always good. You guys are all good. Everybody's good. You know, I didn't do my part, but you can't say you didn't try.
Yeah.
You can't say that.
Mm-hmm.
So I was there. They just didn't come to me. And I didn't go out in a boat. That's the other thing. This is all shore fishing.
Shore fishing.
That's the key problem, apparently, because I didn't catch nothing. If I'd have went out in a boat, probably would have been better.
All right.
So
Maybe.
there's a key difference there.
Okay.
So
You know, I mean, it kind of explains it. I'm impartial here, but I did catch 6 fish from the shore last year. Do you have anything to say about that?
God bless. God bless. Apparently your shore was better than mine.
All right. You know,
that shoots that theory down, don't it?
all right.
Gee, why did I waste the 58 hours on the shore? But that's okay. No problem.
It's not wasted.
Yeah, we tried.
Now, cut it here. Now, Bob, I'm kind of concerned right now because you look at 2006, 2007, great years. 2008 started getting down. 2009, 4 fish out of 124. Chick Park caught 80. You know, people were getting 10 fish very easily. And now, the 2011 year, you get skunked. You know, this is reminding me of someone. Adam Dunn from the White Sox.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
last year Adam Dunn only batted 159, .59 batting average.
Sounds
Bob.
like me.
Yeah, Bob, are you done? Like Dunn?
No, I'm not like Dunn. I'm not Dunn. Because his name is D-U-N-N and mine is not D-O-N-E. I'm not done. I'm not done.
Okay.
I'm just beginning.
Take a photo.
It's going to be good.
All right.
It's going to be good.
You know, talking about making it much better, give us one tip that you feel that'll help the community catch carp this year.
One tip, well, just stay out there. Fish. Don't do nothing else. I'm going to take the whole week off. And I have 10 days in a row. It's got to work.
All right. All right.
You can't lose, I think.
So it's just patience and perseverance and put in as much time as you can and you'll catch fish, right?
Yeah, more than 58 hours.
Okay.
More.
So
59
if you don't catch fish in 58 hours, Bob's tip is just keep fishing until you catch one.
Just,
One thing that I really want to know, Bob, is what really is your beverage of choice when you're out there fishing and you're feeling kind of parched?
probably Miller Lite. You got to go with that. It's light, great taste, less filling,
All right.
and
Gives you plenty of muscles.
you know, you need the muscles for the pulling of the fish. When that happens, if it happens.
I really want to know what your prediction is of this year on how many fish you're going to catch and which team is going to win the Jack Fiore Carpfest Trophy.
Well, everything looks good. As long as you stay out there and fish and keep going and, do the best you can. Perseverance, that's the whole key to the highway. Perseverance. Just stay out, fish, do everything you can, and you're going to get something. You're bound to fall into them. It's going to happen.
But how many fish are you bound to fall into for 2012?
I'm thinking 14
14.
is my goal. 14.
I like
That's
it.
my prediction.
That's
Just for me.
uh-huh.
Just for me. So.
That would definitely make you top honors, and then maybe you could, I don't know, kind of tell Mark Rosemeyer where to go after that, huh?
Well, we'll see. He's got the pier, I don't,
Yeah.
but it's okay. As long as you go out fishing, you know, see what you can get.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the bottom line. You want to get out there and do it, fish all you can, and hope for the best.
So who do you think, what team's going to win this year? We got Sontag Park, the Barricaders. We also have the Mid-Lake Marauders of Downey Park, and we got Chick Park Carp Killers.
Yeah.
As you see the trophy back here,
Yes.
we basically
Very good
have
trophy.
filled up one side here. And Bob, you've helped
For sure.
a lot. But there's another side to be, oops, let
That's
me
right.
spin this around, I'll probably drop it. But there's another side,
Another
another
side.
chapter to be written.
Another chapter
So-
is coming up.
So who do you
Yeah.
think's going to win?
Well, it's all up for grabs. You know, Sontag, they're out there. Downey, a lot of capable guys. And, you know, we want everybody to catch all we can. That's the main thing. If they catch 100, 200, that's great. I don't care who gets it, but the idea is to get them all out.
All right.
That's the bottom line. And if the trophy goes back for us, we're going to have to go to another side because we're going to have 6
Yeah.
and 7 will be right here.
Right there.
Right
All right,
here.
all right.
Right here on number 7.
All right, Bob.
If we get it.
Bob, I'm
So-
sorry to interrupt, but we're almost out of time here.
Oh, okay.
But in closing, what
Sorry
does
to
Carp
hear that.
Fest mean to you?
Oh, it's
And what would you like to tell other residents in the community about this pinnacle of Highland Lake events?
well, they need to get out there. That's all. Everybody on the lake, throw a line out, wet your line, see what happens. If you get something, that's great. You know, a lot of people are on the lake. All they got to do is put out the line. I'm not on the lake, but I go to the lake to fish, and that's fine. If they could just get out there, put the line out, you could get a lot of fish. You really could. And that would be great. And that would help everybody. It would help the lake with getting the carp out because they're voracious eaters. And then, you know, it's going to only help the game fish in the lake. So that's a good thing. So, God bless.
Oh, God bless. Thanks again, Bob, for doing this interview today. It was very enlightening, and we learned a lot from you. And, you know, we're out of time here again, guys, but I just want to say, hey, you have seen the Bob Smith Jr. story, the rise and fall of a fishing legend on Highland Lake. And let's see how he does. You know, is he going to catch that 14 fish that he is coveting this year, or is he going to show some of the same track record that he had over the last couple of years, which is really indicating that he's not going to catch any fish again. Remember to fish Carp Fest, May 18th through May 28th. This is Ron Jensen signing off. Good night.